Beginning, the outcast MOTHR, the Virexian Empire, was strict, proud, and merciless, especially to their own. Every rule was sacred. Every tradition was unbreakable, and nothing was more sacred than the breeding. Seasoned dragons were only allowed to produce eggs during the approved cycle. It kept their warrior population controlled. It prevented weak hatchlings. It maintained order. So when General Valera, one of the strongest female dragons of her generation, laid an egg out of season, the Empire reacted with brutal coldness. She was stripped of her rank, exiled from her fleet. Marked as a shame to her kind, they gave her one last command: leave the hatchling. It will never survive. Valera refused. She fled with her egg clutched against her chest. Wings torn from battle and pride shattered. Flying until her lungs burned, she landed on a forgotten outpost station, HFY, a remote scrapyard at the edge of human space. She collapsed there, too weak to move, too exhausted to roar. Days passed. Her egg trembled. The hatchling was coming, and Valera had no strength left. The human mechanic Jess Rowan loved three things: broken machines, quiet nights being left alone. He was the head mechanic at HFY, a place the galaxy had forgotten long ago. Humans barely lived here, only drifters and engineers with nowhere else to go. Jace found peace in engines and scrap metal. They were predictable, unlike people, so when he heard a low, trembling growl echoing from the abandoned docking bay, he expected a faulty generator or maybe a giant rat. He did not expect a dying dragon mother curled around a glowing egg. He froze. Her scales shimmered like cracked obsidian. Her breathing was ragged. Her wings were torn. Acidic burns marked her chest. She lifted her head weakly. Her golden eyes, fierce but fading, locked onto him. Human. She rasped, "Do not. Come closer." Jace raised his hands. "I'm not here to hurt you. You cannot help me, maybe," he said gently. "But I can try." The dragon blinked, stunned by the softness in his voice. Humans were supposed to fear dragons, run from them, attack them. But Jace stepped closer, and that was when he noticed it. The egg was cracking. The hatchling was coming now way too early. Valera panicked. "No, not yet. He is weak, unseasoned. He will die." Jace crouched beside her. "Listen to me. I've seen creatures born too early before. Machines, animals, even people. Sometimes, all they need is someone who refuses to give up." The dragon stared at him, her vision blurred, her heart trembled. No. One had spoken to her without disgust since her exile. She whispered, voice shaking, "Please. Human. Help my child." Jace nodded once. "I will." HATCH Lalangia, the egg split open with a soft, heartbreaking chirp. A tiny dragon slid out barely the size of a house cat. Scales soft like newborn feathers, eyes sealed shut. He was cold. Too cold. Jace instantly removed his jacket and wrapped the newborn inside. Valera gasped, horrified. "Human, you cannot touch a newborn. Their heat can scorch your..." But the hatchling didn't burn him. Instead, the tiny creature curled into Jace's chest like he belonged there. Warm, safe, alive. Jace smiled softly. "He's strong. Stronger than he looks." Valera's voice trembled. What do you call strong human?" "He survived," Jace said simply. "That's enough." The dragon mother, broken, humiliated, exiled, felt tears burn behind her eyes. No soldier had defended her. No clan had protected her. No dragon had stood by her, but a human mechanic did. Jace gently handed the hatchling to her. "He needs warmth, food, and time. That's all." Valera exhaled shakily, wings trembling. "You helped us. Why?" Jace looked down because he had lost a child once. Because he knew the agony of holding someone fragile and not being able to save them. Because his heart still carried the weight of that failure. But he simply said, "No mother should lose her baby alone." The Recovera Viella couldn't fly. Her injuries were too deep. Her exile too harsh. Her health too fragile. So Jace built her a shelter inside the hangar. welding enormous steel plates together to create a warm nest. He repaired her armor so she could sleep more comfortably. He cooked for her not food dragons usually ate, but he found combinations that worked. She was too weak to hunt. He stayed close in case she needed help. He expected her to remain cold and prideful instead. She changed. She watched him with curious, softened eyes. She thanked him quietly when he left meals. She lowered her wings around him when the hangar got too cold. She listened when he talked about engines, storms, and the scars life left behind, and her newborn whom she named Oren grew quickly. He adored Jace. Every time Jace entered, Oren ran, sometimes tumbled toward him. Chirping happily, Valera was stunned the first time she saw it. Dragon hatchlings do not. Attached to other species, she whispered. He just knows I care, Jace said simply. You care too, Izzy. Human. Someone has to. Valera looked at him long, hard, and strangely tender. The return of the MPRI 3 months passed. The hatchling grew stronger. Valera healed slowly. Jace built a small world around them, quiet life made from metal scraps, late-night repairs, and shared meals, but peace never lasts. A war cruiser appeared one morning, blocking out half the sky, Virexian colors. Valera's breath caught. They found me. What will they do? Take my son, she whispered, voice full of dread, then destroy me. Jace's heart dropped. No, he said firmly. Not while I'm alive. Valera shook her head. You cannot challenge a Virexian war unit. Me, Jace ran toward the comms panel too. Activated defensive barrier, but he stopped. Not because he saw danger, because he heard a scream. Valera wasn't. Screaming the officers were. The Virexian commander aboard the cruiser roared. General Valera. You were ordered to, but something cut him off. A tiny voice. Hi. Fierce and trembling with bravery. Don't hurt my mom. Oren had stepped out of the hangar. Tiny wings flared, chest puffed out. Defending his mother with every ounce of his small body, the Virexian stared. Shock, then whispers. They said the hatchling would be weak. He looks healthy. It's impossible. Out-of-season hatchlings die. Jace stepped beside Oren, placing a protective hand on his back. You want them? He said calmly. You go through me. The commander scoffed. Human, move aside. This is dragon business. Jace took a single step forward. No, it's family business. The commander opened his mouth to mock him, then froze. Valera walked out. Her wings spread wide, her eyes blazing. Her presence. Overwhelming, she did not look broken anymore. She looked like a mother ready to destroy a fleet. Touch my child, she growled, and I'll burn your ship from the inside. The officers exchanged nervous glances. Oren growled too adorably, but still a growl, and Jace just stood with them. Not as a warrior, as someone who finally had something worth protecting again. The Miracle Valera stepped between Jace and the cruiser. Towering over him, the commander looked between the fierce mother, the fearless hatchling, and the human who had earned a dragon's loyalty. This is unexpected, he muttered. Valera's pupils narrowed. My son lives because of this human. My exile is unjust. My hatchling is strong. We are no shame, Jace added, voice firm, and you're not taking them anywhere. The commander exhaled slowly. Then, in complete shock to everyone, he lowered his head. By Virexian law, a surviving, unseasoned hatchling proves the mother was correct to protect it. Valera's eyes widened. It means, he continued, your exile may be reversed. Oren squeaked excitedly. Jace let out a breath he didn't know he was holding. The commander sighed. We will report your survival. Your hatchling's strength, your bond with the human, will also be noted. Valera's wings lowered slightly. Bond. The commander pointed at Jace. He has been accepted by your hatchling. He cared for you. This makes him Jace's eyes widened. A clan guardian. Valera turned sharply toward Jace, stunned. Guardian, she whispered. Of me and my son. Jace swallowed. If you want that, Valera lowered her massive head until it rested gently near his chest. I want more than that, she whispered. I want you with us. Orin jumped on Jace's boot and chirped. Stay with us, stay. Jace felt warmth explode in his chest. 3 months ago, was alone. Now a dragon mother and her child wanted him to be family. He knelt, placing a hand on Orin's head and another on Valera's snout. I'm not going anywhere. Ending anew, a Feudarizer war cruiser departed, leaving them with a promise. A tribunal would review Valera's exile. Orin would be recognized as a miracle hatchling, and Jace would be recorded as their guardian. That night, Jace sat beside the dragon shelter he had built months before. Orin slept curled in his lap. Valera lay beside them, wings loosely wrapped around both of them like a shield. She whispered, Human, why do you always stay? Jace stroked Orin's head gently. Because you needed help? And now? Jace looked at her, at the dragon who once lay dying, at the mother who fought an empire, fought her child, at the creature who trusted him more than she trusted her own kind. Now, he said softly, I stay because I want to. Valera exhaled, warm and relieved. Then you are ours, he smiled. I guess I am. The outcast mother, the newborn miracle, and the human mechanic who saved them. Together. They were no longer broken. They were a family.